Manchester United 0, Liverpool 5. This is the player rating show. Let's go. Salam sejahtera and welcome to JomUnited. We are a Malaysian Manchester United fan channel. Yes, dengan bangganya Buatan, Malaysia. If you're new to our channel, please smash the like button. Yes, like how we got smashed yesterday. Click subscribe at the bottom. And also, please turn on the bell notifications so you'll be notified when we go live or we release a new video like our recent My Views videos. Okay, if you missed it, you can check it out. All right. Doc, you forget the ding dong lah, Doc. Doc.
You didn't give me space for it, but anyway, ding dong.
So anyway, guys, it's been a hard, long 24 hours. I think everyone here didn't have much sleep, I guess. Personally, I think I slept for about 2-3 hours only. I cannot focus at all. I can't train my clients at all today, so it was pretty much shit today. Okay, so to start things off, Ayrton. Okay, yesterday when the team sheet came out, the team news came out, you were very, very vocal. You were super, super pissed off. Okay, like just how like you are looking right now. So, what's your take on the game yesterday?
Well, not to sound sarcastic or whatever it is, but it's basically one of the worst days I had being a United supporter. And I'm going to warn everyone again in the comment section. If you guys give me any grief and say, "Oh, be positive," you are going to get it from me. You might see me smiling right here, but I'm not smiling at all, man. This is actually one of the worst days I've ever had to encounter as a Manchester United fan. I mean, what else where do we go from here? And why is this guy still in a job? That's what I want to know, lah. I mean, like I'm just so angry. Move on to the next fella.
Okay, we have Doc. Okay, Doc, we wanted you on yesterday because we wanted you're the beacon of light, the beacon of hope for all of us, lah. So yeah, hope. So, what's your take on the game? And then, is there any positivity that we can actually take from yesterday?
I think personally, yesterday was a terrible performance. I think I find it, to be honest, very difficult to find anything positive apart from probably DDG was the only one who kept the score down. Apart from that, I think nobody deserves any praise. The way they came out, I mean, it's against Liverpool, for God's sake. You should come out pumped up, no matter whatever it is. The way they started flat, I think we had some chances, but after that, they were just overwhelmed totally. It was a very shambolic performance, terribly disappointed. But I guess if there's anything positive, the only way is up from here. It can't go worse than this, can it?
And we'll discuss later after the player ratings on what we can actually, what United can possibly do to speed up the process. Okay, because the fans, I think we are all very tired. We're all very macam admin Pinjal senyap saja hari ni. Are you okay, bro?
Yo,
Are you okay?
Okay. Kita kan kena orang kata walaupun ada orang tu dia tak suka positivity, but then yalah, as usual lah, kita even though kita ada bad result, kita kena find some positivity in terms of what happened yesterday. There are some person yang tak nampak the positive, there are some person yang nampak negative. So for me, yesterday game, yes, memang bad, even though it's especially against Liverpool, but then this one, I'm sorry, I cannot put my blame to the manager. It's all up to the players. That one nanti kita akan discuss later.
Wait. Let me just, dude, like seriously, can you just rephrase what you just said just now? Seriously.
I repeat again. Buatlah, ada orang tak nampak, ada orang tak dengar, ada orang tak apa ke. For yesterday game, I put my blame especially to the players rather than to the managers. Itu je. All I'm saying right now. Yes. That one kita bincang nanti.
Guys, usually, when we start off everything, we want to start off a bit more chill before we build up into all this kind of stuff. But then you jump straight into it, man.
Yeah lah. I mean,
I tanya Mark, what's your take on what he just said just now? What's your take? And on top of that, just share your opinions on the game.
To me, it was like Doc said, shambolic, right? It was an embarrassment. In all fairness, after the Leicester game, we somewhat predicted it, or like we anticipated it to some extent, right? But it does not make it any better, I think all of us went in like, okay, fine, you know what, screw it, forget the previous game, right? Time to pick ourselves up. We got a good comeback midweek. We're like, okay, we are ready to go. We are ready to take on the challenge. It was definitely like a David versus Goliath kind of thing. But this time we were hoping that we were David. We could win at least. And then 4-0 before halftime. I don't know how. It's definitely manager already, man. I mean, come on. Who's leading the charge, right?
Also, Mark, let me just add. Didn't those two fellas say there was positiveness in this match? There was actually positives in this match. Did I hear that right?
It's a bit.
Come on, I mean, like, it's
yeah. I mean, to be honest, it's a bit hard, right? I agree with Ayrton, It's like there's almost no. When I did the player ratings myself, right, and then I have to pick man of the match. Crap, I couldn't even. I think I actually put there not applicable man of the match. Honestly, I put not applicable. I couldn't even pick a man of the match. I really cannot see like any form of positive out of this. Maybe like what Doc said, I think the only thing is, hopefully this is rock bottom. Hopefully. Can it get any worse? I really don't know. And I hope it doesn't.
Actually, now at the very...
sorry, Dom, can I just add in something? I actually want to agree with Pijal here, I mean, look at what Mark just said, right? He looked at the player ratings. He couldn't give anybody higher than a 3 or 4. So whose fault is it? Is it the managers or is it the players on the pitch? And for me, after your comeback win against Atalanta, you should be, in a kind of frame of mind to come up positive against a Liverpool team, right?
Yep.
And it was a lot of individual errors, people not covering their areas, people banging into each other, Maguire and Luke Shaw, no communication. How can that be attributed to the manager? We know the formation is the same. Okay, he's going to play his double pivot, 4-2-3-1, whatever not. And until now, the players can be right in the pitch.
I cannot. Oh my God! I just cannot. I know I'm supposed to be neutral, but I just cannot. I just cannot.
Who is
Dude,
picking
are you
his players?
serious? Are you serious? It's like the first thing. I mean, if we go back to the Atalanta game. Okay, no doubt, a lot of people, because it's a comeback. That's why everyone felt, it was a good game. But actually, to me, to be honest,
it was crap as well.
It was just okay only. And the first half, the players that we started off is the same players that we actually started for this game, which is, I mean, what Ayrton highlighted. I can't believe I'm losing my shit here, man. But then seriously, man, I can't believe you just said
we're
that,
already
man.
tired. Sorry, guys.
my God.
I really think it's not. I cannot agree to that, There's you cannot just say it's the players or what. The manager, whatever it is, he's the captain of the helm. He has to take responsibility, like it or not.
The captain of the helm was busy banging into Luke Shaw and letting Salah through on goal.
Yes.
That is the captain at the helm.
Yes.
That one is a joke, I tell you.
We take this Liverpool game away for these next 10 minutes. The next 5 minutes we just wipe it out of our head. Let me just ask you this question. If we go on playing like this, this style of this whatever that we played yesterday, do you really think that this is a progression? Doc and Pija. Sorry, Ayrton, I gotta bypass you for a moment. I need to ask these two guys. Do you see this as a progression? We talk about progression, we talk about attacking football, like what Ole Gunnar is he mentioned in his previous interview. Do you see this as a step going forward? Honestly. Anyone?
Siapa start dulu? You ke me? You want to
No,
start?
you go ahead first. Admin dulu.
Give me time to think. You see?
Okay.
Dia macam ni. Memanglah, of course, there is a progression. This one I tengok. It's not about what are we looking into these 2-3 games. Of course, kalau kita nak tengok these 2-3 games, progression kita takkan nampak. In terms of the gameplay, mungkin takkan ada impact of that. But then I look at as a whole of during Ole punya reign now, maksudnya. During Ole punya reign, he has changed everything yang that going wrong during the Jose and also LVG punya era tau. So dia dah stabilizekan everything on that. But then memanglah start of the season kita punya gameplay memang tak kena. Memang orang kata not really up to our standard yang we usually have during the Sir Alex Ferguson era. If you want to go put that benchmark lah kan. But then itu kata progression for me personally, progression I will look at the end of the season. I will judge only at the end of the season. Bukannya bulan 10, bukan bulan 9, bukan bulan 8 ataupun bukan bulan 11. My judgment will come until end of the season. Tu je. You guys have to remember that this is my judgment until end of the season. Kalau you guys punya judgment nak start mungkin esok ke hari ni ke dah start kan? Up to you guys.
So aku nak tanya kau, kalau kita kalah 3 game berturut-turut lepas ni, si Spurs, Atalanta dengan Man City, kita kena belasah sekali lagi. Kau pun masih nak simpan Ole?
Yep. I still on it because It's football.
Wait.
Football
Oh my
is
god!
a marathon. You know.
I
You have to
seriously, I
remember.
cannot. I just cannot. Wait,
No,
I just
football
cannot.
is
I cannot deal with you today, lah. I cannot deal
no,
with you today,
no.
lah.
Anything.
You are
It's
so
okay. It's okay. I
delusional.
cannot.
I
See,
cannot deal
Anything.
with you.
Pija,
Anything. Remember.
Hey, guys,
Yeah.
wait, Pija. I just ask you one question, right? Are you okay? And then, are you trying to stage
I
some kind of
I
later
baru
underneath?
lepas ada cawan, ada cawan.
Hey, Pijal, this is
I think-
life,
I think-
Pijal,
no,
this is
it's like-
life,
it's like-
life,
it's-
This is life,
You know, usually when people talk like this, right? End of the day, they'll take up on prop. Lepas I makan ni, I jadi okay. You know, something like that.
No, I'm in the perfect condition of mind. Betul I cakap. Because for me, macam Ethan kata, one thing I want to say, I also, if possible, I don't want to join this channel. You know, not this channel lah, this session. You know, because of what happened just now at WhatsApp. But then for the sake of the viewers, for the sake of what I've been reading all dekat Telegram punya group, dekat WhatsApp punya group, it's pissing me off. You know, baca all those Ole out punya komen semua. So my point is that I will judge Ole, even though kita kalah straight 3 games. Football is a marathon. It's not the sprint punya. Apa orang kata sprint punya competition. It's a marathon. What will happen in May is still jauh lagi.
Yeah,
Doc,
but we've been
Doc,
running this
okay, Doc.
marathon for 3 years.
Doc,
Pijal took some dark juice, I think.
I kosong.
Doc. Anything you want to add on?
I think, and I said this before as well, right? I think when we look at Ole again, like I agree with Pijal, look at it as a whole, right? And I think we saw some interviews where even Gary Neville mentioned look at it as a whole. I think we saw, and we always speak about interim Ole, right? Where he came in, you know, all guns blazing, but that was a pure counter-attacking kind of football. He was fast, he was furious, but the moment people figured it out and they had a low block, we started losing games, started drawing games, and we couldn't break through. So I think the progression was to try and move it towards somewhere we can, you know, balance out the counter-attacking and the sort of breaking down this low block. And we did it to a certain extent last season, actually. Except the key game somewhere around January, the Sheffield United and few other games, we did mess up. But other than that, we didn't mess up so badly, right? And again, here now, probably the addition of Ronaldo has sort of changed that kind of formation, the gameplay again. You know, everything, if you look at it, previously where we used to go more through the center, you know, a lot of one-touch play around the box. Now it's more of moving outward and trying to cross inside to find Ronaldo in space. So there is some difference in gameplay, and maybe that's the thing that's probably catching us out, and you know, we're not suddenly looking a little bit comfortable, because if you look at it, it started from slightly after the Newcastle game as well, the ones that we won West Ham, you know, but not convincing, and in the last few games it's been really bad lah. So I guess, you know, they like Peter said, you know, if there is some improvement in the next few games, I think we still need to give him some time. If we can get it clicking, our attacking force is one to be contended with. And the key is at the back. Somehow, hopefully, Varane comes back fast. Maybe Lindelof may have to partner him, but Maguire takes a long break, give the captaincy to somebody else, and hopefully, if we can not tighten up at the back before David Dia loses whatever little confidence he has playing this bunch of clowns, you know, we might be able to stop leaking goals and start scoring goals. So I think, you know, there is still some hope and we keep our decisions for the next few games or
I'm
up
sorry,
to December.
Whoever can defend Ole Gunnar Solskjaer after last night's performance and after a couple of the performance that we've had a couple of months, is in my mind is delusional. You guys just need to get your heads checked, or probably need to probably get better prescription of glasses, because I do not know what.
Chill, everything, chill. Live, we are live. Chill,
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
chill.
Breathe.
Don't.
Honestly, I'm trying to control my temper here. I'm also trying my level best to actually keep a level mind. But some of the things that's coming out of a couple of the panelists here doesn't make sense at all, which boggles my mind. Sorry, okay, never mind. Let's go to the player rating. Let's go.
Okay, I think
Before I
we-
say
we
anything more
take-
worse.
we
Let's
take-
go to
we
players
take-
I
rating.
don't know,
we
like
take a
every time
breather
you
first.
look at Pija's face, how can you be angry with him?
Chill, guys. We go into the player ratings first. We go into
Defense,
the player
defense,
ratings
okay.
first. All right, we keep it
Yeah, let's
steady,
go.
steady.
Let's
all
go,
right?
Dom.
Yes,
Let's
you're
go.
live,
All
you're
right,
live,
let's
you're
go.
live. Okay,
All
we
right.
start off with David De Gea. Okay, today there won't be any fancy graphics.
Hey,
Okay,
Dom,
because it's a
Dom,
5-0 loss.
Dom.
Yes.
For us,
Yes.
for us sake, kita start daripada forward dulu. Because yang banyak punca kat belakang.
Apa, sama saja. Okay, we start with David De Gea. David De Gea, like usual, we pass it to Doc. What's your rating for David De Gea?
I think he was the best player for us on the pitch. I would give him probably a 6.5, nothing higher, because he conceded 5 goals. It makes no sense to give him anything higher. Probably a 6 or 6.5 lah. But without him, it could have been much worse. It could have been 7 or 8-0 easily.
The trend shot.
I tell you, one of the I can't remember who took that long range shot, but that save, that dive to right, yeah, what a save, you know. And after conceding like 4, it's amazing lah.
Okay,
You
the
let go in
viewers.
5 goals and you give him a what? What do you give him?
Chill, bro. Chill. Your turn will come. Come on, Meriton.
Okay lah.
Come on, chill. End of the day, all right, guys. I just want to say this one thing, all right, before we move on from here. I gotta do a bit of the admin moderator kind of job. End of the day, we are all united, all right. We are all United fans, and we are JomUnited family, all right. So in a way, let's try and keep it as much as possible. Let's not make it personal and stuff. We can voice our opinions, but at least let's maintain a level of respect, all right, guys. Okay. So the viewers went with 5.7 for David De Gea. All right, so I would say all right lah, quite
Fair.
close lah. Okay, the next set of players. Okay, we are gonna combine a few players. Our centre back pairing, Maguire and Lindelof. I'm gonna pass this to Ayrton. All right, how would you rate them?
It was lower than when one.
One is the lowest lah, bro.
Honestly speaking, if that's the lowest, if I can go 0, I just put it 0. 1, I'll give them a 1. I mean, like, if you guys want to say, oh, then maybe there's a positive test in the games, as a blind Stevie Wonder can tell that they actually didn't play well yesterday. So 1 from both of them. I don't know how these guys are playing for United. How that fridge is worth 80 million and the captain of our squad. The worst centre-back pairing I've seen in a long time. You guys can laugh all you want lah in the comment section, but 1 lah. 1.
Dom. Tambah sikit. Ada. Tambah sikit.
You got you, Jai.
I think that's the one tu memang a bit ni lah orang kata, a bit harsh lah for Harry Maguire. No, because currently
Oh my god. Sorry. Oh my god. Pijal, you sure you okay? Pijal?
Okay, guys, chill.
Seriously? Oh my
Don't.
god.
Pijal, you say your piece.
cepat.
Okay,
Korang ni macam netizen lah, cepat sangat judge orang tak cakap.
Okay. Pijal, you
macam ni,
go.
okay.
Pijal.
Currently kita rating for 2 players kan, bukan 1 player kan. Are we
Okay.
rating?
Individual.
Okay.
Maguire and
Kalau
Lindelof.
Harry Maguire,
Maguire and
I am gonna give 3 for him.
Seriously?
Yes, that's for me. Because of the way bukan ada kata dia bagus. But then that there are some positioning problem because of the undiscipline of our back four tau. Yang menyebabkan sometimes dia
And
tu
he was our captain in the defense.
He was the
Yeah,
one.
I know lah. But then what can he do?
Reminder, Pijal, reminder to you. Alfred Rush just mentioned Pijal. You're putting yourself in a hot soup. So you please mind.
Wait
I cannot help you already.
Never mind. Hear him out first. Hear him out first, right? Then we see what. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Itu je. Sometimes memanglah. If you ask me, he is not a Man United player. I agree with editor what he said. He doesn't worth 18 million. But he is our captain. He is the one yang memang at Woodward dah beli. But what can we do? He is our captain. Then
Sell.
Then support him lah. He is the captain, what?
I rather put Phil Jones up there than Harry Maguire right now.
No. Okay.
At least Phil Jones, we can get some good games out of it.
No. Talking about Harry Maguire, I have this one request only that I want to do. Maybe this is my negativity to the club currently lah. I want a hashtag or make it a trending. Street Maguire captaincy. Make it viral. Street Maguire punya captaincy. Yes. I want at least. Yes. Just
Okay,
pull him.
we will start that. We will start that for you. Okay, viewers, we will start the hashtag for you, but you gotta come down a bit on your medication or whatever you're taking. Like
Dog juice, is dog juice.
I rasa salah cawan lah.
dog, I think
Salah cawan.
overdose. You want to give people your dog juice, you gotta give a bit lah. You don't one time give full shot lah. Wait, you look like I cannot understand this. Oh my god, I cannot understand this. Serious. Okay, sorry. Hey guys, we move on to the next one. Oh my god.
Burning,
I
burning,
cannot
burning.
Okay, Luke Shaw and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Oh, sorry, by the way, Maguire and Lindelof pairing, the viewers went with Maguire 1.5, Lindelof 2.7. Okay, so in a way also it's quite close. Okay. But then actually this time around, right, the votes and whatnot, I believe there are some Liverpool fellas that came in and play a bit with the votes. Because I saw some of it doesn't make sense. And then some actually put man of the match Mo Salah and whatnot. So three of them out of like the 30 votes that we have. So I think we can't really trust this so much lah. Okay, so we go with the next pairing of players, Luke Shaw and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, our fullbacks. Mark.
Still burning. Bijal, you really threw me off. I tell you seriously. Oh my goodness. Okay, cool, chill. Okay, Luke Shaw. Dude, I really don't know lah. Like, what happened before the match? I think Leicester, right, the last game, right? Liverpool just abused it, right? They absolutely abused us. The only reason Leicester didn't punish us so much because they're Leicester, right? And I'm actually genuinely quite afraid to move on to go against Spurs, City, and then down the road we have Chelsea again. Right. If I had to rate Luke Shaw, honestly, I gave him a 1. If I could have given him a 0, I would have given him a 0. The guy that we saw, or that whole Shorberto Carlos, is it? Shorberto Carlos, gone with the wind. Right. I'm losing my patience with the guy, seriously. After Maguire, right, he's like almost there, on the way out together with him. They can go together. Right. And then AWB, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, credit where credit is due lah. The guy's defending is still spot on.
Bad omen lah. My Black Cat's on Soksha's jersey.
Support the club.
But the other Soksha jersey is sitting proudly on Pijal's chest.
Yes.
That's protected.
Yeah,
oh
but
my god, I don't know.
AWB. Yeah, AWB. I mean, credit where credit is due. I think his defending is still, like top notch. That much I give to him lah. Right. Yeah, sure. But with AWB and his attacking, right? I've said this once. I've said this many times over. I've spoken to the panelists so many times over also already. When AWB goes up on attack, nobody is threatened. Literally, nobody is afraid. Everybody just stand there and watch him only. Because after that, what he do? He just pass to the back. Right? He is absolutely of no threat. So I would just give the fella. I gave AWB a 3 or 2 or 3 lah. I think that's all I'll give it to him lah.
Do you think that this Shaw's problem, right, is because he's trying to tuck in and cover Harry Maguire? Maybe you reckon this is a instruction from the from the coaches?
Probably, right? Probably. But then so then that's why I said, like, if you want to rate it just based on this, right, or based on the game yesterday, right, I still don't think Shaw did that well lah. In all honesty lah, right? And like, I'm sorry lah, Pijal, I really don't think Maguire deserves a 3 as well lah. He didn't do as much, like, silly mistakes or schoolboy mistakes as the past week. But like Ayrton was saying, he's the captain. You are supposed to be the anchor. Whatever that goes wrong, you are supposed to pull the people in. You're supposed to gather the troops, and you're supposed to rally the troops. I
agree. I agree with what you're saying. But then what can he do? Sometimes in a position.
No, you can't. I mean, no, you can't. You can't say that because, like, look, when the last great captain I can remember is Keane. Even in the most desperate of situation, right? You, as the talisman, as the anchor, right? You just have to pull your team together, like it or not. You cannot say, what can we do? Wow, if I perform like Maguire at my work, I think I would have been jobless almost immediately, bro. Right? My superiors are not going to say, what can Mark do? Cannot, man. You just can't, right? You just can't. But anyways, that's my rating for these two. And to answer Dom, honestly, Dom, I have a bit of an unpopular opinion, but maybe we leave it for after the players rating, because then we'll probably get too deep down into that whole. We'll get back to that question again.
Okay, all right. The viewers went with Luke Shaw 1.9, Aaron Wan-Bissaka 3.1. Okay, so we move on to the next pairing. Our midfield, our Ole's most trusted personnel, the McFred. Okay, Fred and McTominay, Pijal, how would you rate them? Oh, please, man. You create too much controversy. You just
Yeah,
keep it
I
simple,
want
right?
I want to see what he says about these two now lah.
No,
Because
no, okay.
I'm so interested.
I have a feeling it's going to be controversial. Watch and see.
No, okay. Now kita nak kena tengok. Sekarang ni kita nak vote siapa, nak rating siapa? Nak Fred or Thomas or both? If
Both
One
lah.
by one lah.
One by one.
Ah.
If one by one, if one by one, I will rate 4 for Fred. And
Oh my
3 for,
god!
Wait,
3 for McTominay.
no. Wait. I think Fred. I mean, it's a
Fred,
bit, I
okay
don't
lah.
know.
I don't disagree. I would have given a 4. I would have given a 3. I would give it a 3.
3. Yeah.
I'll be
for me,
honest lah. Fred didn't screw up that badly yesterday lah.
Yes.
I'll be honest lah. I'll be honest. Yeah.
So
He looked good. He looked good because the rest of the players suck. That's why. That is what
that one maybe I
one.
agree lah. But then
But he maintained his standard though.
Rezeki.
Yeah, and his standard is very, very low standard. That was it. Yeah, his maintain is very, very
Okay,
low standard.
no, go ahead, Pijal. Yeah.
yeah,
Sorry,
Sorry
three-
for interrupting
is it
you,
four,
Pijal.
4 for Fred. Is it 4 for Fred? Is it?
it's okay. I vote 4 for Fred and 3 for McTominay because why are they being rated about that? Because of the wingers, the Marcus and also Mason Greenwood doesn't help them. You know,
Agree.
because even Mark also has dia ada share all these tactical reviews semua kan. Boleh nampak memang those two are exposed because they are playing with 2 against 3 or 5 of Liverpool players in the midfield areas. So how you cannot play against 5. So that's why I very kesian lah. All this season kita dah tengok kita dok best Fred. Unfortunately because of the tactical yang kita dah buat tu yang menyebabkan those 2 players dah nampak buruk tau. Bukannya because of the apa memang diorang dua ni memanglah nak kata diorang dua ni buruk ke tak buruk ke, but then the tactical sometimes the system sometimes the player himself yang tak membantu those 2 players yang ada kat tengah-tengah tu.
So right
So,
now,
yeah.
my question to you, Pijal, now is it Ole's fault or the player's fault?
So
Because
for me,
whatever you said is Ole's fault lah.
no, yalah mungkin on that part. For the overall, no. If you ask me overall, it's a player's fault. But for during those two, if you are talking about those 2 specifically, that one belongs to Ole. That one belongs to Ole because he doesn't instruct the players to come and help the defenders. For me, then.
Or maybe some say that maybe there are actually instructions like that, but maybe the players, they play with a certain kind of ego and whatnot.
But
Everyone
that's
wants
why-
to, I don't know.
So that's why I
something
said
that
like
we talk
at the end of the day, if the manager cannot communicate well enough what he wants, whose fault is it? Please, our players are not like some kampong boy players. They all do very well. We always say this, right? Oh, they do so well internationally. Oh, this captain wonder here, win this, win that. Then every time come back United, koyak.
Pijal, admin, we got question by Wei Ji Chu. Pijal, kalau halftime 4-0 up, malu tak Pijal? Malu tak? You sekarang under hot soup and dikecam maximum. So please mind what you say. We're serious. We don't want to lose viewers.
Of course, kalau 4-0 halftime malu. But we know the quality yang Liverpool ada. So that part tu mungkin akan orang kata bukan nak kata kurang malu, bukan nak kata kurang kemaluan. Dia malu dia tu tak terasa sangat lah. Because kita nampak kita tahu the quality of Liverpool ada. So but then yalah tu kata we are playing 4-2-4 tau actually in the first half 4-2-4, then those two dah exposekan the strength ataupun even though kita tak tunjuk strength pun kan, but then kita exposekan those tu pada ni. So tu je lah.
No, I think in Pija's defense, right, I also stand to sort of side with him a little bit because come on, you cannot leave your defenders are tucking in, colliding with each other, leaving space for Salah. Salah is the main threat. You think the coaching team wouldn't have told, watch out for Salah? They would have definitely told, right? So you should always be aware of where your players are. It's the same the last week against Leicester. Okay, Maguire can't control the ball, can't clear the ball. These are individual mistakes. I don't know how you're going to train them to correct this kind of stupid mistakes. Okay, and then against Leicester, you left your man, your key man, Jamie Vardy. You left him on the penalty spot alone, and you all were running to the near post. So there's some There's some awareness in the game that cannot be trained. You should
Doc,
come
Doc,
naturally. Okay,
Doc,
you should be
Doc,
aware
Doc, Doc,
who's where.
Doc, in that case, I think you're pointing to Harry Maguire.
Hey, Pijal, don't run away lah, Pijal. Tolong.
Great defense, terus Pijal lari. No, Doc, in that case, right, why don't they bench Harry Maguire? They just bench him straight away. Obviously, his confidence level is down. And for a centre back, it's very, very important as the goalkeeper to have high confidence. What do you think? This all comes down to the manager. Right?
Yeah, again, if you ask me, I would agree. But the problem is now Varane is injured. You got choice of probably Bailly and Phil Jones. We've seen that Bailly, obviously, doesn't trust him 100% because Bailly is a guy who plays, superbly well for one game and then a clown show the very next game. Well, who knows? Maybe the answer
like
is
Maguire as well.
Jones. Maguire is having a whole bunch of clown shows in the last few games.
That's the
Right?
thing.
I think maybe just look. I think it's time to give a few players a break, lah. Mason Greenwood should be out. Okay, he looks a bit jaded. He looks a bit different. Same Maguire should be out.
Don't jump the what will come to Mason Greenwood soon.
Player ratings,
The player ratings. We're still in the player ratings. Chill. I
Oh,
know
sorry. My bad. What I meant to say was Maguire also take him out the firing line. Switch him.
Doc, you think this is a freestyle attacking football, Doc? Come on, man, Doc. I'm not only gunner, right, Doc? Manager is the decision maker, hands down. From Daryl. Okay. The ratings for Fred and McTominay by the viewers, 2.8 for Fred, 2.4 for McTominay. Okay, we move on to the next player. The pairing. I know one player is a substitute. Okay, but I'm just going to put them together. Bruno Fernandez and Paul Pogba. Doc. Your agenda for Paul Pogba agenda.
Bruno Fernandez 3. He didn't do much yesterday. Trying to galvanize the team, but really didn't do much at all. Pogba, I'll give him 1 lah, or even less than that, 0.5 lah. Rubbish play when he came in. I don't know why he had to do that kind of a double-footed challenge at that point in that area. There was no need for it. It looked like he was trying to get himself sent off, right? And you're already 4-0 down. If you want to show that you're out to try and make a difference, that's not the way to do it lah. The moment you do that kind of tackle, you already risk a red card, a straight red, which he got, and put us under even more pressure, right? You can say the game was gone or whatever. There's no necessity for that kind of thing, that kind of a tackle for me. So he gets a 0.5. Bruno gets a 3.
Okay. The viewers rated Bruno 3.6, Paul Pogba 2. Okay, we move on to the next pairing: Rashford and Greenwood. Ayrton, how will you rate them?
Well, I actually, guys, I just want to say I already lost interest in what we've been talking about, really, because I think a lot of nonsense has been talked about in this panel today. I think this is one of the most painful videos I have done. Okay, if you want to give me you want me to give a rating, 1 each lah. 1 for Rashford, 1 for Mason Greenwood. Still, I mean, like I got nothing nice to say about their performance. They tried. Not really. Some of them were. Mason Greenwood was barely even running. He was lost in his clouds. He wasn't even tracking back. He was walking most of the time. Marcus Rashford, once again, probably his mind was still trying to talk to Boris Johnson, maybe, or Barack Obama. I don't know. I honestly, I don't care. I mean that. Let's put it this way, lah. The game last night broke me, and I couldn't care less already. So 1 each.
Okay. So
One
for the
each,
viewers. Hey, come on, wait. Don't provoke, wait. Pija, serious.
Move on.
I mean,
No, tak apalah.
guys, we
Move on,
need
move
to. I mean,
But if
after
not,
the
we
show,
cannot
later
finish the show today.
After the show, we need to talk about this, guys. Okay, so
but then why you invite me if I cannot give my opinion?
Can, but
no,
move on lah.
can.
Got
No,
more time.
everyone has their time. Everyone has their what. But then you, of course, you
One-
don't
one
sengaja.
lah, sure.
You jangan kacau api tau. Sekarang itu satu api tengah bakar kat sana. You nak pergi kacau lagi, aduh.
Buat sate.
Tiup sikit. Okay. The viewers: Rashford 3.7, Greenwood 3.4.
Yes,
Okay.
that's my rating for both of them. Bukan one. Tiga.
Okay. Next. Who's next, Dom? Who's next?
Okay, next.
This fella testing my patience, no. But never mind. Let's
Chill,
go.
chill, guys. Okay, chill. Okay, Ronaldo and Cavani lah. We'll just pair them up. Ronaldo and Cavani. Mark.
To
And
be
sorry,
honest,
just throw in Dalo lah. Just throw in Dalo inside lah.
Might as well, right?
Ronaldo,
Might as
Cavani,
well,
and
right?
Dalo. Might as well lah. Just get it done lah.
For Ronaldo, to be honest, I really don't know how to rate him. I'll be very honest with you. Okay, let me say this first before what I'm going to say up next, right? Ronaldo is a great player, and I think there's definitely no doubt about that. Okay, but we were playing a high press yesterday, but Ronaldo was not playing his part in the press. I have to say that. And can I say it's his fault? Can I say it's no? I can't. We all know that's Ronaldo's style, right? He's definitely not somebody that you look at to do the press. Even if you look from way back when he was back in Manchester under Sir Alex Ferguson, when he was playing alongside Rooney and Tevez, he was never the guy to do the press. It was always Rooney and Tevez, right? And sorry, Apija, but this is why I know a bit deviate, but this is why, right? I feel like Ole is not the right guy, because you're not leveraging on the player's strength. So you go and put Ronaldo to go and press like that. If I'm going to rate him now, I'm actually going to give him quite low, maybe a 3 only or 4, because as in a high press, the forward has to press as well. The forward does not necessarily have to tackle and get the ball, but he has to either force the ball in the direction that they want to regain the ball back. Okay, that is the role. High press is like that. Everybody has to work together as a unit. That's why I do agree with you in terms of the midfield, how Fred and McTominay gets overloaded because nobody come and support them and stuff like that. But all of this is affected from every point as well. You know, starting from Ronaldo. So I would give Ronaldo, because I love him as well and I grew up watching him. So the matter is still there. I will give him a 4 lah. But on anything else, I think and also I have to say, I know he was frustrated. I definitely do not agree with him lashing out. Even though he was kicking the ball, I can't agree with that. Right? Stay focused on the match. Keep the energy for the game. Because the moment he lost it there, the moment he lost his cool there, we knew the game was completely lost already lah. In fact, no need to play already after that also. So because of that, 4 at best Ronaldo. Who was the other one?
This is a check-up. Wait, Ravi Varma, Ramachandran. Ronaldo is a 5 because he whacked a Liverpool player.
Hey, don't lah. I mean,
No, it's just
joke. Yeah, we just joke, but we shouldn't condone violence if anything.
Cavani and Dalo.
Cavani, I mean, he came on as a sub, I think about the 60th, 65th minute or so. To be honest, by then they were playing a 10-man, and if anything, right, I think they should have started the match with 10 men. Because I think one of the other penalties, I think, was it Danny or Josh? I can't remember. They were saying like, oh, it's been 10 minutes since we scored. Josh, right?
Josh.
20 minutes since we have considered a goal. 30 minutes since we got it, which is true, right? Once we just said, now I will save my comments for that one. In terms of why we just didn't park the bus, why didn't we just park the bus? Anyways, for Cavani, I always love his passion. I love his work rate. I'm actually going to give him probably like a 5, in fact. Right. I was really glad that he was on the pitch. Right. Dalo, not a very memorable kind of performance, if you ask me. I think he had a few great moments, a few moments where he tried to, dribble past some defenders and it didn't really amount to anything. I know it's a scale of 10 and the average should be 5. But now it seems like the maximum we give is 5, so I'm going to give him an average, which is only probably a 3 lah. I would say, Dalo can't really say anything bad about what he did yesterday.
Okay, the viewers went with Ronaldo 4, Cavani 3.5, Dalo 2.6. Okay, we got okay. Firstly, welcome Brown Knight. What did I miss? Oh my God, you might want to miss this episode, man. Seriously. Make sure your blood pressure.
I think he might like Pijal's comments.
There you go. Rewatch.
I'm trying to be on the good side.
He will love Pijal, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like the Pijal and dog juice together.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a comment here. Wait, let me see. Sorry. We got a comment here. Okay, by Rob. All right, Rob. By the way, Rob actually he was at Old Trafford yesterday for a pre-game. He actually shared his input outside Old Trafford. Thank you very much, Rob. Again, that for me that was the highlight of yesterday. That was really very cool and nice
Rob,
of you, Rob.
Man of the match.
Yeah.
Rob, man of the match.
Okay, so Rob actually mentioned that Manchester Evening News reporting that Ole's sacking is being considered by Manchester United. Okay, Doc, what do you think about this?
Well, after the debate that we all just had, again, for me, I would think that he would probably. It's tough lah when you lose a game 5-0 to Liverpool at home in this kind of manner. Jose went for less, right? Jose, I think, was a 3-0 loss, and he was sacked as well. So, I mean, definitely it will be considered. Well, again, myself and Pijal, I think we still think that, we hope that we
Hey,
can
don't
pick it up.
don't drag Pijal.
I'm
into
dragging
this. You
Pijal down
answer.
with me.
You
He's
answer.
taking
I'm
dog
asking
juice, right?
you.
No,
I'm asking you. Pijal, you turn off your camera first. Let Doc
No.
answer for them.
I'm with Doc.
Nah.
Don't worry.
Oh my.
I be with Doc. My idol. Doc.
So okay, to be blunt, we cut straight to the point lah. We go straight to the point. So are you Ole in now or are you Ole out? Doc. I'm still asking you, Doc.
Oh, still me. I'm still on the
Yeah,
spot.
You don't pretend lagging and all. You don't pretend.
I mean, like I said, probably that the timing of Ronaldo coming in, the change in tactics, probably, I would probably think that he could use a few more games, but doesn't have much lah. If it's going by the last few games, if it's very similar next two games, I think he's really under pressure. For me, I think this season was always going to be his defining season because of the amount of outlay that we did, and to move from somewhere from the second place to do something, challenging for trophies, for titles. So, well, a big loss to your rivals at
I'm
home
sorry.
will put you under immense pressure.
I'm sorry, Doc, but Dom, can you pull out this comment here that doesn't make sense by Brown Knight? Midfield did their job well. Defense went missing. You also another Bokana now. Same road with Peter. Both also delusional fellas. I'm sorry lah, Brown Knight.
It's gonna be a long night.
You and Pijal today both can go to the same house and y'all can hug each other with a lot of positiveness tonight also. I'm sorry.
Edited. There's a word.
Yes, I'm a very big man with the mic.
You hear or you see what you want to see. Kalau you nampak the whole team main buruk, then the whole team lah main buruk. Kalau you nampak defense je main buruk, defense je lah main buruk. Itu je lah. So,
No, I
agree lah dengan apa Brown Knight kata.
I got a question. I got a question for Pijal and Doc. So because I think it's quite obvious now we got two camps. I think Eriton and Mark, you're pretty much on the Ole out. He don't belong. And for maybe to put it bluntly, okay, Doc and Pijal, you're Ole in lah. Okay, regardless whether it's how many more games more or whatnot. But my question to you, Doc and Pijal, I mean, given that with these 3 games, right, meaning what? Potentially we can actually lose 9 more points. So if what are your, again, back to the start of the season, we were saying that what are your hopes for this particular season? Do you want to see Ole be successful or you want to see the success, the progression of Manchester United?
Siapa nak jawab?
Pijal dulu lah. Pijal.
No, I dah cakap apa yang my judgement. I judge Ole at the end of the season. Bukan October, bukan November. So you guys want to say whatever you want to say, you guys want to say. But I just want to get it out of my chest. Ole deserve this chance to finish this season until the end of the season, regardless of which position he is now.
This is crazy. This is suicide.
Can I just ask one question?
It's people like you, that's why our country now progress, Because besok boleh buat.
No, but Pijal.
Yes.
Why do you think he deserves? I mean, like, look, there's no such thing as deserve, right? You either earn your spot or you don't. Okay, but since I'm speaking now, let me just add on a bit more, right? And I have to give a shout out to another YouTuber as well. His channel is called Football Made Easy. Football Made Simple. Football Made Simple. I think it's a great YouTube channel. I think you guys should check them out as well. Yeah, and they gave
watch that channel.
Football Made Simple. He came down with analysis, and I think it makes so much sense, right? The high press does not work for us, but we still play it. We did the same mistake at Atalanta, like Dom said. We got punished 2-0. But still, We still play it again. Why they? Do you know that if you do the same thing over and over again and you expect
Insanity.
different results, you know what is it called? It's
Yep.
called insanity, you know.
Itu kata, the way yang I nampak, you guys are judging Ole based on these two games. I
No,
judge
no,
Ole
Pijal.
for the
No,
Okay,
no, no,
let
no,
me,
no, no,
let me,
no.
wait,
Sorry,
wait,
sorry,
guys,
sorry.
let me just, okay,
Okay,
chill,
Mark, go
Pijal.
first. Mark, go first.
Okay, Pijal, I argue with you with logic, okay? I argue with logic. I'm not basing this on the past two games, right?
Okay.
We've seen this time and time again, right?
Betul.
We can all agree that there's no system, okay? We can all agree, okay, yeah, fair enough. There were some times, where it's the players that are the ones that are at fault. Okay, I can definitely attest to that and I can definitely agree to that.
Yep.
But like it or not, right? If you have played a team sport, right, the manager is the one that has to still come in. Like Doc say, how can you teach people to not make stupid mistakes? Yeah, you probably can't, but I don't know. That's why these managers are paid whatever they are paid to get their people in line, right? And if we can't, you see, and I'll say this as well. So, the reason why what Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw all get sucked in, right, is really because, right, our entire system failed. Who's the one that put the system into place?
Okay.
Ole.
Dia macam ni. You nak bagi tahu
Pause
pendapat you ke nak I continue?
Pause first.
Okay.
I just go with
Ah.
this. Splendid Spicy, I disagree with the Pijal fella. He's too nice. Similar with Ole, sack him as well. No, we don't do this kind of stuff. We don't do this kind of stuff because end of the day, we are different
Okay,
because we have our
bye.
own opinions.
The
But-
netizen has spoken. If we follow apa yang netizen kata, then I resign lah. Kalau
No,
kita
no.
tidak vote lah.
Come on.
but then,
Tapi Pijal, we give you until the end of the season.
We're having
We give you at the
a
end of the
discussion
season.
here. We are having
season,
we are
I see.
giving at the end of the
See,
season.
see?
We
That's
give you the
why.
end of the season as well.
See?
Okay. Sorry, Pijal, continue. Pijal,
Pijal, go ahead.
No, okay. Again, my point is I judge Ole for the whole season, what he has done for the club. I'm not judging Ole because of this. Memanglah. I totally agree apa yang Mark kata in terms of the, yes, memang kita punya player memang tak suits in terms of nama high pressing. I pun dah cakap dalam WhatsApp. I pun ada voicing dekat dalam Telegram. Memang team kita ni tak sesuai untuk main high press. But then, for me lah, ni taklah, this is my view. Memanglah, every arahan ataupun every instruction comes from the manager. But it is up to the players himself to figure out himself what can he do, mungkin more than what the manager instruct, or what can he help in order not to do better. Takkanlah semua nak macam-macam you guys bekerja lah.
What can he help? Bro, he's not a motivational speaker lah.
Wait,
No,
He's the manager of Manchester United.
I'm not saying,
Bro, let
Aritan,
him finish.
I'm not saying,
Pijal, you
I'm
finish.
not saying
Pijal, go ahead.
what Ole can do. Macam you bekerja, you buat kerja you, and kalau you tak dapat nak figure out the problem, sometimes you figure out himself, you figure out yourself. Bukan you kata, bos, nak buat macam mana ni bos? Bos, nak buat macam mana? Bos, you cakap, you dah ada.
But you see, okay,
mentality
I tambah
you
boleh.
buat
Okay, I add to your point. You see, this is the problem when everybody figure themselves. You see, there's one of the goal. Greenwood was told to go and press with Ronaldo. So Greenwood just go. He just lari. And then Robertson is just there, exposed completely. Van Dijk just had to pass one ball to Robertson, terus hancho. Then that's where you get your midfield get overloaded, everybody get overloaded. So AWB come and cover Mason, right? And then who come and cover AWB? Lindelof. And then who cover Lindelof? Maguire. Then who cover Maguire? Shaw.
Yes.
And then in the end, go one big lubang there. Our Egyptian king, masuk, one-on-one with DGG.
Yes.
I mean, I can't blame the players. This is what happened when the player think for themselves. They just A means A, B means B. Habis lah.
No, but the
Memang
players
lah.
should know their position on the pitch, and definitely if they have already done all this drill, they've been playing this same formation for a year, 2 years already, right? You should be aware of your position on the pitch. You cannot not drop back. You're having players not dropping back into positions. So whose fault is that? Is that the manager's fault?
Yeah,
or is it
but
the
and
player's
yet
fault?
Ole still keeps playing them. And yet Ole still for a fact people like Marcus Rashford and Greenwood, they are not the kind who would drop back. So now we are in a catch-22.
Which is true. So if just say this has been repeating itself, shouldn't the manager, they do something, change the bench, change the players, the personnel to those that will actually listen to instructions? Okay, actually we got a comment here by Browner. It's a very interesting one.
This for the
Okay. Wait, chill. Dude, come on, wait, chill. Okay, Brown Knight mentioned Ole
Brown
has
Knight,
built
I'm
this.
with you, Brown Knight.
Ole has built this team up from scratch and he deserves to end this season. Okay, wait, before you go in, calm down, please. Doc, what do you think about this?
Well, again, for me, right, I think, first of all, the manager cannot take the whole blame for all the rubbish that's been happening in the last few games. Lah. It's the players also have to stand up and be counted. Okay? You're playing against a Liverpool team and you cannot be motivated enough to perform your best and get hammered for 4 goals. It's rubbish, goals giving away, right? Which is not tactical mistakes, but individual mistakes. When United win games, right, it's always individual brilliance. Okay?
Yes.
Never once is the manager who did anything. But when we lose games to stupid mistakes, it's the manager's fault. Isn't it the individual mistakes at the back? Isn't it the individual player mistakes at the back, the defensive mistakes? Why is it the manager's fault now? Right?
So
So-
in that case, would you give him to the end of the season? I mean, to support your
I would at
point
least give
that-
him until Christmas lah. If things turn around, because Christmas is the time where things can really turn around, right? So if he actually puts a run together after this, why not?
Agree?
No lah. To me, I already said respect is not given, respect is earned. His spot in the team is not given.
Mark, 3 seasons he's earned that.
No,
3
he's
seasons.
Well, what
cannot,
is
bro.
what have he
Come
won?
on.
What has
did
he won?
earn?
What has he won?
What did he
I mean,
earn?
come on. First season
Okay,
je.
Dom,
memang lah
Dom,
first-
can I say something now? Before
Go
before-
go. But please go ahead.
Before that, let me put a disclaimer lah
Keep
to
it
all
clean,
the
ah.
viewers,
Keep it clean.
To all the viewers, and also to everyone watching right now, and also to all our members. So, I've been supporting United since 1992. I've actually watched the 1999 team. Ole is one of my heroes growing up, and this is no disrespect to Ole, the player. I'm talking about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the manager. Our deluded friend here says 3 seasons he earned that respect. What has he won? Please tell me, what has he won? And our beloved doctor here has also said, "Oh, this is I call it, if we win, it's individual brilliance. If we lose, it's the manager's fault." Hello, the individual brilliance also. We could have lost that game, you know. We seriously could have lost that game if it wasn't for some players pulling up the magic. But I honestly don't know what you guys are talking about. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's time is up. I love the guy. He's one of my favorite players of all time. I have his jersey. I have all the memories he had with me. But these 3 years, enough is enough. I don't care what you guys are thinking by saying that we need to give him till the end of the season. This is not Football Manager, you know. You can save the game before a big game. After that, you exit. If you lose, you exit. You come back
Then
and
you
play
replay.
again.
Yeah.
You play. This is not Football Manager. I'm so sorry lah. This is not FIFA. So where suddenly you're losing 5-0, you can rage quit at halftime. Please lah. This is real life. This is the biggest football team in the world. Manchester United.
Yes.
Please remember that Manchester United is the biggest football team in the world, and we need top of the class to be our football manager. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was hired on a technicality, being a club legend, and also at that time for a feel-good factor. It's run his course. I'll give him credit where he's due when he brought stability, and we need someone to take us to the next level. Is he the guy?
Here.
No. He will be the one that will bring us down. We need someone to bring us back to the top.
Then siapa? Tell me.
Wait. We got one comment by Muhammad Farhan. Ole is out of his depth. He isn't going to suddenly turn things around, and after all this dog poop. He said he wanted to be in the title race in April and May. Well, we are out of a bloody race in October. Again, my question to you guys, I mean, for those who are still, Ole in and buying Ole time and whatnot, don't you all want United to win something, to win and go back to a winning ways? And do you all realize that Liverpool, right, they are closing in on winning their 20th title? Okay, they are.
Wow. That's
Let
the
that
only
sink in.
leverage we have, you know.
Please tell Pijal that also that Liverpool might just close this on our 20 titles and we can't sing that 20 times anymore. That song that he
And
likes to
another
sing.
thing.
That he
Another thing.
specifically likes to sing.
Chill. And another thing, guys, right? Bear in mind, right, that for the past few seasons, right, I mean, shamefully, right, we as United fans, right, we hope the other teams do the job for us to kill off Liverpool, to kill off City, to kill off. Come on, mate, guys, don't you all want?
Champions.
Do you all want? I mean, like just now, Pijal, you were saying that. Oh, okay. We see what we want to see. I think Brown. I gotta point this out. You mentioned that we see what we want to see and stuff. But don't you want to see United successful, or you want to prove a point that Ole can potentially bring us there? I don't know. What do you guys
We
think?
gave him 3 seasons already. What is there to give some more?
No, okay. For me, first season, dia nak bersihkan all those dead wood.
Okay,
Sanchez,
I'll give him that.
Lukaku.
Mm.
Second season, he helped bring the club at least to the second place. Is it give it to the second place and then at least reaching the final. So this season, memanglah this is a judgment season. Judge him when the seasons end, not judge him when it's October or when it's November.
Yeah, but like
Bijal.
what Farhan said just now.
Because trophy wasn't won in October or November. Trophy was won in April and May. And tadi Farhan ada kata tadi kan. Farhan
Bro.
kata tadi kan. Dengar. I tak cakap dia cakap ni.
Okay.
Farhan
Okay.
cakap tadi kan. Farhan kata dia tak percaya yang Ole boleh tukarkan semua immediately. Remember when Jose was sacked and then Ole come in, what happened? The team suddenly all changed because of what? Because of Ole. Why doesn't you guys give credit on that?
Tuan Speaker, aku nak celah sikit boleh? Tuan Speaker, aku nak celah sikit.
Tutup mic.
Sila duduk.
Bijal, my friend.
Yes.
Look at the table now. We're 8 points behind. 8 points behind.
Yes.
8 points behind with no sign of improvement, no sign of identity built by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You talk about clearing deadwood. I'll give him that. Clear the deadwood. What is our football identity? Are we a wing play team? Are we a high pressing team? Are we a sideways football team? Are we a play back pass to the goalkeeper team? I don't know. At the end of the day, you know what team we are? Oh, knock the ball to the front and hope for the best. That's what
And
that's the kind of team we are.
And that is because CR7 factor.
Kau jangan
No
bangun
lah.
diskusi ya sekarang.
No.
Jangan bangun.
Sorry,
Jangan.
No,
I draw the line.
sorry, Bijal.
I'm sorry.
With or without Ronaldo, we never had a system. The reason why, okay, I'll be fair,
that
Bijal.
one
I did say, if you all watched maybe the previous recording or what, I did say I'll give Ole till Christmas or whatever it is. But like Ayrton said, or like Farhan said, these things, right, is gradual. Cannot be suddenly 1 month from now, oh, wow, everything just changed, right? You know, it has to be gradual. And the thing is, right, week in, week out, and it's not just these first 9 games, you know, it's even from last season. We've not really seen much changes, you know, as in like tactically or like, okay, Ole say he want to try. Okay, try. He should try. Try 4-4-2. Try whatever, 3-4-3. Try. Just try all sorts of crazy formation. It's okay. To me, if they try and fail, or at least they fight and die, okay, not die lah, fight, go down fighting, it's still not so bad, no. Yesterday, we basically just laid there. Yeah, kau hantam lah, kau
Christmas
hantam.
coming. He'll try the Christmas tree formation after this.
No, but Brown,
but then-
wait, chill. Ni tuan speaker ni, tuan speaker. Order, alright.
Apa ni?
Kasih mute.
That is a tactic. Brown, maybe you can share what tactic are we actually playing? I mean, before this, right, we were actually, we always make fun of Fernandez or whatever, or counter attack FC. But right now, do you really think we have even counter attack, which used to be our forte? Do you actually see us executing a proper counter attack? So maybe Brown or any
Leave
other
your comments.
viewers,
Yeah, just leave your comments.
please.
Yeah.
Let's just get a bit more opinion.
See,
Okay,
I on behalf of BK ni what I view from his word because of dia dah pernah jadi membership dan jadi. Oh ni heads up. Siapa yang dah baru tengok ni yang ada belum masuk Telegram group, kita ada Telegram group kat bawah tu, jangan lupa
You sampai
Sempat
sekarang
lagi
nak
ni
payung.
Bijal.
Kepala you dah kena pancung, you nak payung
No,
lagi.
okay.
Baiklah.
No.
Admin.
So itu yang Brownnet kata. That is the tactic because of the CR7 factor. Because we know all the attention must apa-apa pun kita try nak to impress Ronaldo, apa-apa nak kena pass daripada dia. Imagine if we play our tactic and kita tak bagi Ronaldo sentuh pun, even in 45 minit Ronaldo tak sentuh pun bola, what will the reaction be? What will be the press punya reaction macam mana? Dia akan kata, oh apa, player are not trust in Ronaldo everything. So dia dah jadi
Besides the
macam
point.
satu kewajipan tau nak kena bagi bola pada Ronaldo lah. So that's the tactic right now.
Okay,
because of
so
Ronaldo.
in that case, right, if just say, right, it's so clear cut for everyone to see lah. Okay, everyone can see this kind of thing going on. Why doesn't Ole Gunnar do something about it? Maybe instead of Ronaldo up front, maybe you can put Cavani up front to take the heat out of the whole situation and get us to at least play some form of football first, get some goals in, get some confidence back in before he actually throw Ronaldo back into the mix. It seems like now he doesn't have the confidence to stand
Correct.
up against the press or Alex Ferguson, respect him, of course. But when people say something like this, oh, Ronaldo, oh, okay. It's like he wants to
Yeah.
please everyone and he expect by doing that the players will actually work harder for him and actually create something. I don't know. What do you think, Doc?
No, I mean, look at the Everton game, a perfect example, right? Didn't we leave Ronaldo on the bench? Didn't we have a wonderful first half? And then when we brought him in, we lost. We drew the game, right? But the press, when they came out, they said, "Oh, we didn't have our strongest team. Why was Ronaldo on the bench?" And not only that, the United fans who also said, "Oh, we didn't. Why didn't we start with Ronaldo?" And to an extent, I agree. I agree because it was an international break. We should have probably started with our strongest team. But not to forget, the first half performance was decent. We attacked, we scored, we were decent. But look at how the interpretation was after the game.
But in a way, right? Interpretation and whatnot, whatever that the press report, right? As a manager, if you know your stuff, if you're confident with what you're
Correct.
actually coaching and
Correct.
passing on to it wouldn't matter. Do you think like
Yeah.
stuff like this will actually startle Sir Alex Ferguson, for example? Maybe
Don't say lah.
even
Let's
Klopp
say
or
Pep
whatnot.
Guardiola, Klopp,
Pep
or
Guardiola
Tuchel
and
and
stuff
all these
like
guys. Yeah, they don't
You
care.
know, do you think that they'll be affected by stuff like this? So I don't know. So I question this kind of thing, his mentality. He mentioned that yes, he's confident. He wants to, and I think the news is like he wants to continue being the manager of Manchester United because he believes that he can bring us there. So I don't know, Ayrton, do you think that he can bring us there and bring us to where?
Probably mid-table and a fight with Brighton lah, maybe, or a Europa
Right.
League spot. That's our standard now, maybe, because I don't know what you guys are talking about. Listen, a top manager will know how to utilize his best players, and a top manager will not leave his best players on the bench also. Let alone a 100 million pound player on the bench, or 45 million pound player on the bench. I'm talking about Donny van de Beek and I'm talking about Jadon Sancho. You play two balkaners in the middle every bloody weekend who you know for a fact can't trap the ball or pass the ball to save their bloody lives. This shows the standard of him as a manager. We don't know what he's thinking. We don't know his style of play. Every time when I look at the first 11, you try to decipher, okay, what is Ole thinking here? I seriously don't know. And how can someone can be today? I don't know. Pija, I'm so sorry, but I'm just so very annoyed with everything that you are saying today. I really don't know where this is coming from. Whether you're trolling or not, or whether that guy BK also on our chat is trolling or not, because I doubt he's a sane person also lah.
Ayrton,
So-
don't no personal, just don't do any personal attacks, man. Don't do personal attacks. man.
Okay, no
Okay,
personal
wrap it
attack.
up. Wrap it up.
If I don't know whether they are trolling or not lah. But if you say we still need to give Ole Gunnar Solskjaer time, you must be the most deluded person on the planet. I'll keep it as that.
Okay, so maybe just okay, because we are already running past 1 hour already, we got to wrap up already. So maybe a quick one. So where do we go from here, and what can we actually do to bring us back out of this deep hole? We start with Mark first, lah.
Wow. I honestly feel like, okay, I'll give you my very honest opinion, right? I don't think we have crap players. You have to understand, like I said, all these players play at an international level. They have done well. They always always do well. Somehow they always do well outside United. Okay, and Ole, like what Ayrton said, I respect him. I love him as a player, right? I think he's done well. I acknowledge whether or not he won anything for us. I acknowledge whatever he has done for us. Okay, I think that's where all of us stand. But I mean, guys, I think he's done everything that he can already. I think Syed also, one of our panelists, mentioned, I think about a couple of weeks ago, he's already reached his limit. Okay, and giving him till the end of the season is not going to change anything. It probably will do more damage to us instead. Because now, as it stands, we are just working on damage control basis. And that's not how champions should be playing. Right? And why I don't see any glimmer of hope, I'm very, very happy to be wrong, is because Liverpool is running top form right now. City is at the top of their game as well. Chelsea also is at the top of their game. If we want to dethrone these three guys also, right, it's already such a big battle. Okay? So, for me, Dom, to be honest, I feel like the only way for us to get out of this is Ole, either he goes out or he has to relinquish this managerial role to somebody else. He can do something else in the club. I think it's still great to have Ole at the club for some other roles or whatever it is. right? But we definitely need, even the coaching staff as well. So not just Ole, the entire coaching staff, right? We need all of them. We need people who have actually won it before. We need people who have actually been there, done that kind of thing. Carrick has never won anything before. All these guys have never won anything before, right? So for me, we need to revamp lah. They've reached their limit. Thank you very much. Next guys have to come and take over already.
Okay. So Eriton, anything you want to add on to that? Your opinion?
I'm sorry, you guys keep saying I'm doing personal attacks or whatever it is. So and keep cutting me off. So I just can say this lah. Okay lah. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, it's amazing. I will say I'll just connect it to everything being amazing about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer lah. Maybe that's what you guys want, positivity lah. So Ole, I'm amazed how amazingly brilliant you are at being a terrible manager. Thank you very much. Thanks for the memories from 99. Bye now.
Terrible manager, he said. 3 seasons, he has balanced. He has made what we love about the club.
Can someone please mute this spoken now?
Come on.
He has done his part for 3 seasons. Give him some credit lah, guys. Come on lah. I mean, like, apa lah.
So Doc, anything to add, Doc?
Yeah, I also agree. I mean, we should look at it as a whole, right? From where we were, the toxic state of Mourinho, that sideways passing and rubbish football of LVG, who are big name managers, okay, and Ole came and stabilized everything. He's built a good squad. Like I've always said, like I think even Pijal has said, like most of us have said, this would be the season where he will be judged, right? Because of the amount of outlay and the world-class players that they brought in each position. And we need to back our manager. The problem is even some of our fans don't even back our manager. We win games, everybody is happy.
Oh my god. Wait. This one, oh my god. Are you talking about the manager or do you want the club to be successful? I cannot understand. Sorry guys. I got not enough sleep.
I'm with Doc on this. Enough. We have backed our manager enough. Last season, the whole season, when some people were already 90% of the fans were already calling for Ole, I said stick by your manager. Start of the season, so I always said stick by your manager. But I'm not seeing improvement. I'm so sorry. I have not seen any improvement. And how can you say stick by your manager when we know for a fact? Oh God, I'm sorry lah. I'm about to lose my temper, but now Dom. I'll pass it to the next guy before I say something I regret.
No, I tambah sikit. Remember May 2013 when Sir Alex Ferguson retired? What he said? Get behind your manager.
Yeah, that was David Moyes. That worked out very well, right?
No. That was his last message for every ex-United, every manager after Sir Alex Ferguson. Get behind the manager. The press, opposition, everything akan cakap pasal our manager. What should be our role, our job? Support the manager. Bukannya kita cakap okay, dah kalah 2-3 game. Okay, Ole keluar, nak ganti siapa? Zidane masuk. No, what nonsense is that? Zidane takkan buat the club being better, you know. Zidane, Conte, whatever is the name.
Aku cakap engkau lah. Just to say lah, let's put it in perspective lah. Maybe okay lah. Let's say you studied architecture, I studied journalism lah. Who are you going to ask to build a building? You or me? Obviously you, right? Because you're the architect. And Ole is not the architect to build Manchester United because he doesn't have the qualifications, he doesn't have the skill set. That's why we have to put things in perspective. You cannot say, we have to back our manager. Yes, we will support him, but the results have not been good enough. You have to admit that. If you do not admit that, I don't know what kind of football are you watching. How are you supporting something that is so mediocre? How?
No,
man.
No.
I think that's a terrible analogy lah. First of all, he's got his qualification badges and all, right? I don't see how it is not architect.
You understand what Arthur's trying to say lah. Yeah. You get what Arthur's trying to saying lah. I mean, you know what we're saying is he has not been there, he's not done that, right? So, I mean, compared to all these other guys, right? And
he doesn't have the technical know-how to do it.
Yeah.
It's not good enough.
Guys, we give Pijal.
And
my points are sweaty again.
Sorry. And you guys said Zidane has that technical ability. Have you guys watched Zidane punya Real Madrid masa Ronaldo ada? No. I mean, maybe there are some yes lah. But his tactic was always apa-apa bagi Ronaldo. At the end of the day,
Don't
the
put
end
words in my
product.
mouth. I never said I wanted Zidane as the manager, so don't put words in my
No,
mouth.
no, I'm not saying you, but there's a tons of people, especially dalam Telegram, dia kata Zidane will do better. Tak habis tunjuk apa Zidane punya trofi lah, berapa banyak Champions League dia menang. Are we going for the Champions League punya team or are we going for the league punya team? Now ask yourself, which one do you want? The manager that focus only on the Champions League or the manager that will focus on the league?
I
want
want a
my
capable manager who knows what he's doing.
At this
Mark,
point,
you carry on.
yeah,
Mark, you carry on.
at this point, we are not even near winning anything, lah. Okay, our only record away game, what 30 games, Was it 30 games, guys?
I don't know,
31
27,
games?
I think 27,
whatever
whatever
lah.
it is, it doesn't matter. lah.
That
It
was his
doesn't really
only
matter.
achievement. That also gone 4-2. Take it and go 4-2. You see, Pija,
Mark,
wait.
sorry.
I finish first. I finish.
Sorry,
I finish
let
first.
me finish.
Okay.
You judge him because of the 2 seasons tau. Now it's only in his 3rd season. That's only October. Judge him in May, in April, or even at the end of the season.
Okay lah.
You
Okay.
can't judge him
Then I
because
just
October.
ask you, Pija. I just ask you one question. Okay. I won't say anything. I just ask you one question, Pija. From now till May, do you think Ole is going to change anything, like in terms of his tech? Do you think tactically are we going to get better? Do you think like Ole can control Ronaldo, or do you think Ole? So in your deepest heart of hearts, you truly believe from now up to May, Ole can still change things.
Yes. He does. He can.
You do aware? No. Oh my God! Listen, you guys again. I repeat, you guys are aware that
Ayrton, I just replay what you said lah.
Liverpool can actually potentially win the 20th title. They can actually do that, and then you still want to play a bet to think whether Ole can make it. I don't know.
No.
That's why
this is the thing that you guys tak faham. Why are you guys thinking that the season will finish, the football season, everything? Maksud saudara macam dah nak kiamat tau tahun ni.
Bukan nak
maksudnya
kiamat.
dah habis.
Bukan.
If Liverpool win 20 titles, then next season, if we have new manager, then let's go for 21. What's the problem?
Oh my God!
what's the
I
problem?
can't believe. This is like that day. Remember when we
Did
were
you
talking about the match, right? You were saying that we just need to outscore them. We just need to outscore them. Let them score whatever.
Tom, I think
I'm
I
sorry.
think you better call it.
I'm sorry.
Call it. Call it.
What
Call it.
happened?
Call it.
One
I'm sorry,
question,
Tom.
One question.
Hey,
One
wait.
question. Yeah. Everything. Go.
Did
Don't forget, Man City won the league last year. Where were they in October? They were not on top of the league. They were somewhere in the middle.
Wait.
They put a run together and won the league.
Man City,
So it's still possible.
Okay,
Possible.
wait,
Anything is possible.
Before
The
that,
league got won in October.
Okay, wait,
Yeah,
guys. One
what
question.
you
One
said,
question.
Doc? Doc, let me just say something. Let me just say something. Okay, Doc, I'll take what you said with a pinch of salt. Did my learned friend to my left here just say he didn't mind Liverpool winning the league? That's blasphemy, man. That is blasphemy.
Exactly.
How the hell can you say that? I'm sorry. That this shows this guy has lost the plot already. I'm sorry.
Wait. Chill.
I think
Don't
the
judge.
plot
Maybe
is
in
lost.
the
Mention lost the plot lah.
Wait,
Delusion
chill.
lah.
Guys. Okay. Question. I just remember this one.
Okay.
For us to actually have any chance of coming back, right? Basically, the players need to still trust the manager and then the coaches and then the process. Trust the process. Do you think that Ole Gunnar has the trust of the players at the moment? Given that there are some dodgy kind of things that maybe Paul Pogba did yesterday. Maybe Luke Shaw purposely played. There's a conspiracy theory that Luke Shaw played Mo Salah on site and whatnot. Doc, we go with you.
Look, I mean, this conspiracy theories has been coming up since the last few games. Like, every time we lose, and the worst part is it's coming from our own fans. Okay, and this coming on the back of an Atlanta game where at 2-0 down at halftime, they fought back to win 3-2, and you're telling me they're not playing for the manager? I think that's ridiculous. And it's worse when it's coming from our own fans, our own players, not even defending our own players. Come on, some of it is rubbish. I agree some of the players are playing like crap. But then, the thing is, we're supposed to be backing our team, whatever it is. Not every time talking about all these kind of conspiracy theories and other rubbish.
So, Pija, anything you want to add on, Pija?
Agree. 3 days ago, kita kata player are playing for the manager. Yesterday, words was that player are not playing for the manager. I mean, like, Come
This
on,
one,
man. If
sorry lah. This one I've never seen, and I agree with Doc lah. I think we shouldn't talk conspiracy theories and stuff like. It makes no sense lah. If you want to argue, let's argue about what goes on the pitch. What do we see on the pitch, right? Like what's happening? Is it
There
working?
is
Is
no
it not working?
there is no
Yeah.
conspiracy theories, and we know that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is an inept manager.
Yeah,
Tactically,
that much I can agree. Yes, correct. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we just stick to that point, right? And but to add to Doc's one about City and we don't win the leagues in October. I mean, come on, Doc. City, Chelsea, Liverpool, they are firing on all cylinders right now, lah. You don't talk about winning the league, lah. Like you want to catch up to them right now, also, right? It's a big ask, already, lah. Let's be honest, lah. Right? Last season, I don't think there were very clear title contenders up front, lah. Right? I can't recall. Maybe there is, maybe somebody can leave a comment or whatever. But right now, Chelsea, Liverpool and City, they are firing on all cylinders right now, and they are pulling away. Yesterday, the commentator saying, "Mind the gap, mind the gap," right? And the way things are going, unless Ole really suddenly has a change of attitude, or he goes and sees a life coach or some business coach or whatever it is, he needs to. Okay, I will back Ole if I can see a change in his attitude. If there's a change in his temperament, Ole's temperament is not like Pep, it's not like Tuchel, it's not like these other guys like Klopp and stuff like that, right? Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's what we are missing out on. You see.
I don't know. I got nothing else to say already. I mean, like, the sooner we end this video, the better lah.
Okay, we got a comment by Bradley. The temperature in this show is so high, the water sprinkler on top ceiling is going to start working. But yeah, so guys, actually, if we want to go, we can go on for like 1 more hour or whatever it is. But then I think we had enough, guys. Thank you so much. Yes.
let me have one.
You nak stir
No.
lagi.
Okay. Last one, Pija. Last one. That's it.
Tribute for the managers who has done everything for the club, for the 99s, and also for the managers who has done for these past 3 years. I always support you until end of the season. Please try change now. You can do. I believe in you. You can change everything. Support the managers. Get behind the manager. That's it. Get behind the manager. You can forget about everything. Forget about all the opposition.
My friend,
the manager.
We will always support our football team. We will always support our manager. But we know for a fact this is not going to change. The results are not going to change. It's not going to get better. Okay? How can you say that we need to get behind the manager when the results have been crap? I don't understand you, man. I seriously do not understand you today. What the hell are you talking about?
Hey guys, hey, okay, chill. Okay, I think with this, guys, we'll wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining us for this live.
I'm sorry,
Okay,
Dom. I'm sorry, Dom. If please don't invite me on the next show if this guy is here, because he's talking about.
Chill. Guys, come on,
don't like that. Come on.
Like usual, please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, you come on, like you cannot be like this, lah. Okay.
Don't like that. Chill. Okay, all right.
Wait, I'm supposed to play the outro. Outro, please.